And today we have a webinar together with our international students. The topic of this webinar is conversation with international students, insights from around the world. So today I would like to introduce our students. All our students, they will join information how they were adopted in Nazarbayev University, about their studying processes. So here you can see the presentation on this webinar. Let me introduce our today's international students. Today on our webinar, we have the following students. Zaka Emmanuel, he's a second year master student of molecular medicine program of Nazarbayev University School of Medicine. Also, Sultanbek Mohamed Kulov, the fourth year undergraduate student of School of Science and Humanities, and his major is mathematics. He's from Uzbekistan. Zaka is from Nigeria. I didn't mention that. So the next student from Uzbekistan also, Sabina Amangildieva. She's a fourth year undergraduate student of the School of Science and Humanities, major in economics. And the fourth student from Mongolia, Nurtugan Hayrim. He's a first year undergraduate student of the School of Engineering and Digital Science. Major is mechanical and aerospace engineering. Dear students, thank you for joining today's event. Today we have a kind of our panel session. So let me first give you some information about Nazarbayev University shortly. Nazarbayev University was established in 2010. The language of instruction is English. Nazarbayev University has status of research university. This university is on the world ranking times higher education. We have more than 80 academic programs, about 83. We have more than 7,000 students, and more than 200 students are international. For now, we have around like about this international students more from 32 countries, and also we have the faculty members. It's around 522 from 55 countries overall, of all over the world. So, Nazarbayev University has the following schools. As you can see, we have preparatory schools, we have School of Mining and Geosciences, School of Engineering, Digital Sciences. So, today we have our students from School of Engineering and Digital Sciences, School of Medicine, and School of Science and Humanities. Also, we have the graduate schools, Graduate School of Education, Graduate School of Business, which opened its undergraduate program this year, business administration program. And also we have Graduate School of Public Policy. So and now I'm going to ask some questions to our international students. Each of you, I think the first one will be maybe Zaka. Can you please answer this question? So, actually, I would like to read these three questions at once. So, and all of you can give their answers generally, okay? Dear Zaka, we'll start from you. How did you first hear about Nazarbayev University, and what made you choose it over other universities? The second question is, what was your experience with the local culture in Kazakhstan? How did you manage the cultural differences? And what did you find most welcoming about Kazakh culture? And the third one, what kind of support system does the university provide to help international students adapt to their new environment? So, all of you can think about these questions. So, Zaka, you will be the first. You can answer the questions. And I know that also, dear participants, Zaka has his own presentation. He would like to share his own experience, but it will be after answering all our questions. Okay? So, Zaka, please, the scene is yours. You can start.
Yeah, hello everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Malika, for a great introduction. I mean, that was great. I was wondering what am I going to say after that? So, Malik already introduced me. My name is Manuel Zaka, and I'm actually from Nigeria. So, yeah, I'm so happy to be here. So, if I would dive in straight to the question, I remember attending this kind of event last year, I guess, and it was really amazing, because it opened up my mind. So, when you asked me how did you first, I think I first heard about NU from my colleague then. I was working under him during my internship, and it was really great because he got admission here, and then he said to me, "Oh, actually, I'll be leaving for my studies," and I was like, "Oh, where?" And he said, "NU," and then he said to me, "Oh, maybe you can apply next time," and that was how I got to know about NU, and it was really amazing. Uh, you know, I also applied for school in Europe, but because of his influence, I would say, so I had to choose this one. My parents were like, "Oh no, why would you come to NU?" Most people, I would say, like in Nigeria, don't really know about Kazakhstan, and so I was trying to explain to my parents. It took me some kind of convincing words to bring them to terms. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm here, and it was really a great experience, because when I came here, I would say Kazakh people are really hospitable.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
they're really hospitable, and they like eating meat. So they give you meat and tea. So they eat meat, eat this. You don't go to
Yeah.
Kazakh family and leave hungry. So it's really amazing, man. I like the culture. One thing I like about the culture, it reminds me sometimes of Africa because of the way of hospitality. Yeah, in Africa also, you don't go to people's home and leave hungry. So they try to give you food. Yeah, and if we talk about support, actually, I was speaking with two of my friends, who are now in the USA, and when they compare support of NU and that of USA, they used to say, "Oh, you guys are really having fun in NU because as international student, when you arrive, they come to pick you right from the airport, they bring you, they help you settle into your rooms, they do everything." Basically, they do almost everything. You don't even know that you have moved out of your own comfort zone. I mean, your own country. So they help you settle in and everything like that. So I would say it's a great one. And I think during the summer I was volunteering also for new international students who were coming in, and I helped them to settle in. So it was like really really great one. I don't think students have problem settling in here. So yeah, it's a great one. I mean, it's easy peasy.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Okay. Something else to it, or have you finished?
I think I finished up, but you can see my grade cup. I mean, this
Yeah.
cup was going to be from Kazakh family. And I said,
Yeah.
oh, today I
Thank
need to
you.
wear
Very
it because
national. Yeah.
yeah, so it's
Traditional.
really cool.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
think that's all.
Okay. So we can move to Sultanbek. Sultanbek, are you ready to answer these questions generally? So you're from
Yep.
Uzbekistan.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
So thank you for introducing. And yeah, as she said, my name is Sultan Bek. I'm Sultan Bek Mohammed Kolf. I am a fourth year math student. I'm completing my bachelor degree at Nazarbayev University. So let me address these questions. So one by one, let's start with the end. Yeah, the support systems that the university provides. So actually, the support that I have gotten from the university, from the administration, is really enormous. I would say. First of all, I don't have any problem with my documents, thanks to the department, thanks to the Maulen Yergazev. I think the guys know
Yeah.
how much
Yeah.
he helps us with this visa, with this registration and other stuff. So I don't know my deadlines. He knows better my documents actually, because he always gives instructions. He always notifies us, and also, so actually, I didn't have any language barrier since I speak Kazakh and Russian, but still, I know that there are programs, there are classes that are taught to the students. I think the other guys can provide a bit more information. And let's move to the second, what to my experience with the local culture in Kazakhstan. So the culture of Kazakhstan and Kazakhs isn't far from the Uzbekistan, to be honest. But still, there are some differences, and the differences are always positive for me because everyone respects, and there hasn't been any shock for me, and there has been a shock for me in regards of the weather. I
Yeah.
think we'll talk about it a bit more, yeah, everyone, because the weather. My first experience, my first visit to Astana was in January, so in the peak of this coldest moments of Astana.
Yeah.
But still, the university, the campus is let's say warm. You can
Yeah.
manage. You can just wear a t-shirt, so it's really convenient. But in the outside, it's better to wear something extra. And um, my first time when I heard about Nazarbayev University was in the late part of my school, at about 10th degree, if I'm not mistaken. So at that time, I was curious to visit some university, let's say, sessions. So in one of such sessions, there were universities from the Kazakhstan, from other CIS countries. So at that time, I heard about the scholarships, the programs, and it was really nice.
Mhm.
Then a year later, when it was time to apply, I applied. At the time, it was the period of pandemic, so everything was online, and I had a good experience of applying. And then, thankfully, I got enrolled.
Yes, you're welcome.
So that's
Um,
it. If any
mhm.
other questions?
Yeah, and you're from Uzbekistan, from which city?
Actually, I'm from the Tashkent region, not
Okay.
from the
Tashkent is
city
very
itself.
warm. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
warm. That is why you are kind of shocked maybe by the weather here.
yeah,
Anyway, we have four seasons: cold winter, warm summer, kind of like warm spring, and sometimes cool autumn. Yeah. So,
yeah,
and by the way, we have skywalks on our campus that is
yeah.
connecting the so you don't need to go outside. The campus is connected with dormitories through the skywalk. So don't forget to mention that.
Yeah,
So
we
mhm.
survived thanks to the Skywalk,
Yeah,
actually.
you,
But
you
that's for
survived.
core medicine, you know.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
core
Thank you
medicine
so
is
much.
different.
Yeah. Anyway, you know that yes, actually we are planning to make a webinar. It will be on December 24th with the department that works with Maulian, with his department that works with visas, supports, give the maximum support to international students, and they will be also ready to answer all the questions from international students, and we'll tell about all the required processes. I think that will be very interesting. So, dear participants, please take part. You can still register through our website open.nu.edu.kz. So, thank you so much, Sultanbek. We are switching on Sabina Mangildieva. She is also from Uzbekistan. So, Sabina, the scene is yours. You can start.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for opportunity for giving me an opportunity to share and talk about my experience. So my name is Sabina, and I'm a fourth year bachelor student specialized in economics. So this year I'm graduating next spring. Um, and if I talk about how I found about Nazarbayev University, is my ethnicity is Kazakh, and most of my relatives live in Kazakhstan, in South Kazakhstan regions. And my uncle told me about this university, but earlier I didn't know about it because the university is also like new. Yeah, and so my uncle told me, and I started searching, and I became interested in this university, I found some bloggers. At that time, some girls who posted some photos in Instagram, some stories from their life in NU, and I was asking a lot of questions from them how to get there. So from that time, I really wanted to study here, and I applied, and it was the best decision in my life, I can say. If I talk about the local culture, as my ethnicity is Kazakh and I know my language, Kazakh language, it was not very hard for me to get used to the culture and to the country, to people, because as I studied my secondary level of education here in Tashkent, and I just started my university there in Kazakhstan. In my So when I had some holidays from school, and even in summer, I spent my whole summer usually in Kazakhstan in my relative's house. So it was, and I also studied there 1 year in my sixth grade. So yeah, this helped me to get used to people as well. But Astana was really something different, of course, because of the weather. First of all, it was really cold to me. But yeah, thanks for the skywalk, and I really love the infrastructure of the university, the buildings. It's really warm there, so there is no need even to wear hats or to take coats with me to my studies. I can just wear some crosses and some hoodies to my classes. Yeah, because I can go through the skywalk to my classes at any time. Yeah, it's really beneficial for every student, I think. Yeah, and thanks to the skywalk, I don't go outside really often, just once a week maybe, or maybe once in 2 weeks, because everything we have inside, all shops, just everything that
Yeah.
are needed to student life.
Yeah.
Um, about the support system, Zaka mentioned that somebody met them at the airport, but to be honest, nobody met me. But I don't know why. Maybe I was not interested in such kind of um, things, or maybe I didn't write an email. I just went to Asana by myself, and I found the university, my room, and everything I did by myself. And yeah, it was not really difficult, but I didn't know about the system. But except this, we have a lot of clubs at university, both academic and not academic, that give a lot of fun to students if they join, where they can find a lot of friends and spend their time outside their academic life. Um, yeah, and also I like the education system. Um, yeah, it's really cool because we have highly professional professors that teach us with new technologies, new methods of education that I really like. So there is no way to cheating and other things. So we just it's just truly study.
Yeah.
um, yeah. What
Thank
else I can
you.
say? I think that's it.
Thank you so much, Sabina. Yes, really interesting. Thank you. Everybody telling that Astana is very cold, but Nurtugan, let me ask you. I know that Mongolia is colder than Kazakhstan. Am I right? So, and you can continue to answer this
Yes,
question.
absolutely. Like Mongolia is has the coldest capital, so it was easy to me to adjust the weather. So it was like pretty similar. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But not so cold. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, please.
And like if I talk about where I heard that about university is kind of like from social media, I guess.
Oh,
And yeah, like
it works.
uh yeah, yeah, like in my senior, I searched for scholarships from abroad. Like I was learning English and like I wanted really English speaking community, but like other countries such as USA and European countries, they're most like native speakers, so I can't like uh quickly adjust with them. So like it was the best choice, and like Nazarbayev University also offers very generous scholarship and with stipend. We don't have any debt in Mongolia, so I was very thankful. And what else? Like we had pretty good facilities, and I was really interested in that because like in my major, in instead of learning theories, we have to practice more, like using facilities and doing some activities. So Nazarbayev University also supports research and that type of activities. So it was good choice. And uh, also, everyone else said Maulian helped me a lot to get into this university. I asked everything, and like he was very helpful and explaining step by step, you can do this and do this. And yeah, uh, if I talk about culture, like I raised in Kazakh family, so like nothing was so different. And but the interesting part was for me, like it's Kaspi. Like in Mongolia, we only use cash or
Yeah.
cards, and like in here, everyone using their phones and to paying
Yeah, that's
paying
right.
their. So
Mhm.
like it's it was strange at first. Oh my gosh, why everyone is doing so? But after time passed, I became convenient with that. You don't have to carry some backpacks or purses or something else. You just have to carry your phone with data, and that's very pretty convenient. So I like this.
Yeah.
uh, and like while adjusting this university, like the the person who helped me with most is my advisor because she was very helpful. Like I can talk with her everything which related to academics or not academics, personal problems maybe sometimes. If I get lonely, I just go to her and talk to her, and it was very pretty
Yeah.
nice. Like
Yeah, sure. It's
yeah.
very helpful.
And like in Mongolia, I mm, I would say our country education is not as high as here. So like I struggled at first, but like help of the AO tutors and AO mentors, I managed to pass all my courses. They helped me a lot. Like I can book the time 1 hour and we can discuss whatever in the course. Like and also the most like helpful thing about Nazarbayev University is office hours because like if I don't understand something from the course, I can just like go to professor, okay,
Yeah.
please explain me, and like he will explain because it's
Yeah,
their
but
job.
very helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Individually works with you.
yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, Individually talking with professor is like greatly benefits me, and
Yeah.
it's nice. And what else? Like, there are so many opportunities in here, such as like I've been to psychologists and
Oh,
writing
yeah.
centers, and like I'm using everything, every research.
Great. You're making your maximum. Yeah.
Yes.
Using, yeah, all the departments in maximum in Azerbaijan University. Great.
So everything is helpful in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, maybe.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nurtugan. Thank you for mentioning the Kaspi. Actually, in Kazakhstan, digitalization is very developed. For those who don't know, maybe international applicants, they don't know what is Kaspi. So all you need is just to upload their application, special application. We have Kaspi Bank. You're uploading this to your smartphone, and you can pay through this application everywhere. So, and it's very popular in our country, and you don't need to have a cash, of course. So yes, thank you for mentioning our departments. We really have academic advising office that supports our student. We have office of the registrar. We have our professors who have their own office hours for helping individually to students who didn't understand anything or who would like to work on some projects or to know some knowledge more deeply. So this kind of support. Also, we have the international office who works with visas, of course, these issues. Maulen, this is a person who works in this department and helping to our international applicants. And thank you again, dear students. You've made a great choice by choosing Nazarbayev University. So I hope you also think so. And we are moving to the next part, our next presentation, next questions. So, about your academic experience at NU, you can, yeah. So, I will read all the questions, and so Zaka, you will start again. So, by one, you will give your answers. First, can you tell us about your study experience at Nazarbayev University? How would you describe the academic workload, and how challenging is it for international students? So the goal is provide a realistic view of the academic environment and expectations, of course. So the second one, what's the social and extracurricular like for international students at NU, other clubs, events of activities that help you connect with others? And like the goal showcase the vibrant student life opportunities to engage in student communities. And of course, what is the overall quality of education at Nazarbayev University? It's the main questions, especially for parents. Would you recommend it to others? Why? So, and here it's written the goal, get the feedback on the university overall education standards and the student satisfaction. So you are being a student, you are communicating with students, and you can evaluate how they're satisfied or not. And please give this kind of information to us. Zaka, you can start.
Great. I mean, thank you, Malika, again.
Yeah.
Well, one interesting thing, I was really so amazed when I arrived here and I was looking at how, just like Nutugan said, I mean, how professors are so willing to see their students succeed. I mean, it was like really amazing for me. And I was like, oh, wow, this is really great. I'm so glad I'm here. Because now I mean, for every student, they look forward to having academic mentors and having professors have your time. So if you look at class size, like I don't know, in my group we were like 15. Now we are 11, and so I would say like we really had a lot of time to discuss with the professors after lectures, before classes, during office hours. Interesting thing is, I once emailed my professor at I would say 4 a.m. I was studying at 4 a.m. and I emailed my professor, and to my surprise, my professor replied me. Like I just said, "Oh, professor,
Yes, right. Okay.
I said, oh, you can send me. You were talking about a paper, a research paper, and I don't know if you can send me the paper." And my professor emailed me the paper. And like we were just joking. So yeah. So the thing is, in NU, I would say the academic environment is really intense. I guess Malika mentioned that in the beginning of our presentation. She said it's research. It's a research institution. So it's really intense. And in research, you have to be very innovative. So and innovation, as one of my professors said, for you to innovate, you have to read. So yeah, and you demand you to read a lot. But at the same time, also professors are always there to help you put it through. So it's really intense, but the professors help put you through. So I don't think that should be a problem. I think the grading system also is one that will help you to read
Yeah.
through because the grading system is really very high. I think for an A plus, in School of Medicine, A plus is 92%. So
Mhm.
and every you have to attend classes every day to have full marks. So it's really really intense. So for international student, I guess for some, like for me, it was like a little bit shock, but I think some will really adapt, and it's a little thing for everyone to adapt, especially when you have colleagues, and that's where I go into my second question. So the second question is what social extracurricular activities. That's really interesting because I have actually been involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. Like I was going for Russian classes earlier
Mhm.
spring semester. I joined a public health club and we were organizing a lot of events. I was going for Coco events. Then you have Astana Ball. I mean, a lot of events to calm your nerves and during the semester, during end of semester. And recently I was painting. I went to the library and I was painting just to relieve some stress. So a lot of extracurricular activities where you can be able to engage with others. You can meet other students, you can network. It opens you to a lot of doors. Students help you out. So, and my colleagues were like, we engage a lot of extracurricular. We went for bowling, after every little stress, we go for bowling. After every stress, we go for karaoke and all those stuff like that. So you have a lot. I mean, there are a lot of phones also,
Yeah. We
Yeah, there
also
are a lot
have stress relief week organized by
of friends.
students clubs. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I was also participating in that, and then
Yeah.
also you have international students also organize a lot of stress relief events. I attended one last Friday.
Mm.
So yeah, they used to prepare once a while for students. I think every month or so, and then also they prepare Wolves on Wednesday. And last month, I think almost 3 weeks now, Africa presented. I mean, I have that in my presentation, but
Yeah.
I will just tell you, yeah. So a lot of events, yeah, where to help you release stress. And if you ask overall, looking at the balance between extracurricular activities and the academic activities, I think it's an environment for you to thrive. Yeah, and you have proved that looking at their ranking currently at the Times ranking, and you are in 500 plus in Asia. I mean, you can imagine in Asia when you talk about China, talk about Hong Kong, talk about, I mean, all the Asian countries, and NU is actually being ranked number 11. Uh, it's really amazing, and it's the 106 most rising young universities in the world. So it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of input, both from the professors, from the admin, from the students to do this. And what's the main goal? The main goal is that NU is a research institution, and for it to be ranked among these top caliber of institutions, it means that they are actually doing a great work. So yeah, academically balanced,
Yeah.
extracurricular life. Oh my goodness, I don't want to talk about that
Yeah.
so much
Thank
because it's
you.
really cool. Yeah,
Very informative. Uh,
yeah,
okay. Just leave something to you, to other students to say, to share.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Sultanbek, you can continue. Maybe you have something to add because very informative. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah. So let me start. There is a slogan that we, with my group mates, with my friends, that we kind of consider is a study hard, party hard. Yeah, actually, that works for Nazarbayev University perfectly because you should study hard to get high grades here. Actually, you should study hard because of the environment here. Because so I got enrolled here with my SAT degree, 1,330, and when I got there, I saw students who got over 1,500. So I was like, oh man, so I'm studying with you, so I should study much better than you. So
Yeah.
when I saw students who got on IELTS exam like 8 plus, like, oh man, what I'm doing here is my seven score in IELTS. So it was my shock when I saw the students. And yeah, the professors are very demanding here. My experience shows that you should. It's easy to get along with the professors because they are open to you. They are actually they help you a lot in the office hours. You can talk to them about the course, about your career, about everything actually. There is a professor in the math department, Dong Ming Wei. He used to be the chairman of our department, and he always, as a goal, shows his students who are who has done their internship in top countries, top universities, or who are currently working there. So it's actually really, really motivating for us, especially for me. And the social and extracurricular life here, as Zaka mentioned, is really active. So sometimes I'm stuck with the questions. These students have 24 hours as me. No, like I can manage. It's hard for me to see how they, let's say, dance in the atrium, or
Yeah.
even during the final weeks, there are some clubs that make movie nights, that make concerts. I want to attend it, but I don't have any time because of my finals upcoming, or midterms and other deadlines. But yeah, there is a big event that I eager to attend all the time, is Astana Bal. What an amazing event! What an amazing charity event that is in fall each year. That's organized in fall each year by the students. It's a charity event that's that's purpose is to donate money to some groups of people. And there are a new orchestra student clubs that I really like, that I attended its annual concert, grand concert. This year they made it in the partnership with a new choir club. It was amazing actually, and everything is for free. That's really good. And
Yeah.
there is also adventure club that's managed by one of my friends, Mohammed, and he's an international student. He's actually currently an alumni. He has graduated last year. They organize trips to the other cities, and that's really nice. I attended a couple of times. I attended once to horse riding event. Once we went to the Burabai. It was 1 day event, so it's amazing. And the last question, quality of education here. I think this striveness of students and the desire of professors manage it and make it to go higher and higher, because the students require a lot from professors, because the student who got such a high score in the international exams isn't satisfied with a low quality, with a low quality of education that a professor may give. So these students require a lot, and professor give them this education, this quality. And the professors they provide opportunities to be a research assistant even at the undergraduate level. So I have been already twice a research assistant with professors. So it's really high demanding, and at the same time it's quite fun to do all this.
Hmm. Great. Thank you so much, Sultanbek. Thank you. So, Sabina, can you add something from your side?
Yes, I agree with everything said by my fellows. That education is intense and academic life not academic, but extracurricular life is also vibrant at Nazarbayev University. Yeah, but I also think that it depends on your past education as well. So, for example, there are a lot of students at Nazarbayev University who studied at niche schools. And there is education. I think it seems to me that it seems like our education at university, because it's also intense and demanded. But if I talk about my experience, then my education in secondary school in Tashkent was not very demanding and high as the university, as Nazarbayev University, and that's why it was really shock for me, and I was struggling, to be honest, in my first semester. But then I found the level of my education and how to study. Um, I can say that I found this one point, and I got used to it. But yeah, professors are great, as I told, and but I cannot say that students study every time and every day. No, um, the education is mostly like self education. So mostly we should study on our own. Of course, we can go on the to the lectures, and we should go to the lectures to take us some major points of the topic, but in order to prepare for huge exams that will worth like 30% or 25%, of course everybody do self-education, and this is really important. So, and this will happen not every week, but I can say like once in a month students are really struggling. Not every week, because it depends on which courses you also take. They can be like all mathematic courses, or maybe all economics, or you can also take electives. So the level of difficulty will not be very high or very low, but like medium. So
Yeah.
you will study also like mathematics and anthropology or economics, as I do, and it will be really interesting and not so intense, like every day. Yeah, and about extracurricular life, um, all students can both join to clubs, or if they don't want to join and to participate in such kind of huge events as my fellows mentioned, they can go and see how they perform. And I can say that this is a really great opportunity, and it's free, like everything is free. And whenever I go to my lectures, of course everybody goes to the atrium and to the blocks from atrium, and I'm shocked every time that every day in atrium, in upper atrium, there is something happening, some forums, some events, I don't know, some sales. And it's really shocking for me, because how students and some departments of our university can organize something every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so interesting. You can also go there, see, participate. Um, yeah, so the overall quality is very high level. It can be even compared to American universities, because we have, I think, the American style of education.
Mhm.
Um, and I can say also that the university provides free tickets even to the games, like not inside of the university but outside. Like recently, 1 month ago, or like in this autumn, we had nomad games, and like our university provided a lot of tickets to these games, like even if they cost a lot of money for others. But we had an opportunity to register and to go there for free. Yeah, and not only this, but many things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we have a lot of departments, the students clubs that involve the other students and also like some employees of the university to join these events. So, and Nurtugan, the last one. So you can make it more shorter. Maybe if you have something to add additionally. So please, from your side, can you share your experience?
Okay, like we have so many resources as my fellows talked, like uh I want to add library because like our library has so many books and facilities also can be borrowed and renewed, and we have study rooms. You can study there individually because like sometimes mm, there is hard to study there in dormitory because we have roommate problems maybe, and that's very helpful. And group study rooms there we can do our projects with our group in library, just we are sitting and it's very convenient place. So I think that's all from my side. And like about the clubs, like I'm in the theater club because like it's more expressive and like we can have so many people and so many networking at once, and we can fill the stage and we can organize something event. So I really love this club, and I really insist everyone to join this. Maybe
Yeah,
some
very
kind of
interesting. So you
advertising.
you an actor, right?
I'm learning. Yeah, I'm
Okay, that's
I'm
nice.
trying my
Very
best.
creative. Actually, we
And
have a
like
lot of, yeah.
yeah, so like
Sorry.
overall, I satisfied resources of this university. So like my satisfaction level is very high now, and thanks to everybody, like every uh, people who works and studies, which you can just randomly talk to them and get help from them. So it's very nice. They're very hospitable. So I like this university. Yeah, maybe that's all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, dear students. So we are moving forwards because we have a lot of time. So yes, as you told us, we have really vibrant life in university. We have our like a big sports center with swimming pool. We have our students clubs, more than 100 students clubs, dancing clubs, theater clubs, sport clubs, and so on. So, and I will ask Zaka to present his presentation. Just a second. Would you like to share it by yourself, or I can share your presentation also?
You can share it. You can share it from here.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Just let me open it. hmm It will take some time. So, mhm. Yeah, I'm trying to open it on presentation mode, but you don't be so
Yeah.
silent. You can speak.
Oh,
Maybe yeah,
so
in the process. Well, I'm in the process of opening that. So
okay.
just a
So while Malik trying to open the presentation, when I first arrived here, because from Nigeria you have to pass through Egypt, Yeah, we don't have
second.
a Kazakh embassy in Nigeria, so we hope that very soon we will have one. So we have to pass through Egypt, and it was a nice experience actually. Coming to Kazakhstan, and you have to stop by to say hi to Pharaoh before arriving Kazakhstan. So it was a nice one. So I was able to visit the River Nile, even though I don't have those pictures. And this, but I think almost all the pictures we have here, it's just in Kazakhstan. But it was an interesting experience. I mean, because I think we were like 12 students that were coming from Nigeria, and all of us had to live together. We have to like start living as a family, and it was like interesting one because uh, from my end, I didn't really miss home.
Yeah.
because I was having like 12 people to look out for, and we were like preparing African dishes, eating together, moving around in Cairo, traveling to cities in Egypt, and it was like a really nice experience before arriving Kesta. And one interesting thing was when my first meeting with Kazakh people was at the airport. So we were at Shama El Sheikh in Egypt, and we met this Kazakh family. And this woman was traveling with her daughter, and the daughter was having a stomach ache. Actually, I'm a pharmacist by training, so then she spoke with my colleague. I mean, the small girl, the little girl was struggling, and then she, my, I mean, people used to say, "Oh, African people," because one thing with us is when we see people in problem, sometimes we just walk to them and say, "Wait, are you in problem? Is there any way we can help you?" or something like that. I mean, it's very common with people from Nigeria, and I would say most times from Africa. So she went and she met her, and she said, "Wait, is there any problem, anything?" And she started saying, "Oh, my daughter is sick, this is," and she was like, "Where are you going to?" And they said, "We are going to Kazakhstan." And they're like, "Kazakhstan?" She was like, "Yes." We said, "Oh, we too, we are going to Kazakhstan." So, but then I left for the restroom, and when I came, my friend said to her, "Oh, just wait, my friend will be back." So when I came back, and she said, "Oh, you can speak with him because he's a pharmacist." And we started. That was our first time using Google Translate, to translate between Russian and English. So
Yeah.
because we cannot speak Russian, we cannot speak Kazakh, and she cannot speak English. So we were using Google Translate, and then we were able. And as a pharmacist, I always work with some medications. So I pick up some medications and I gave her. And I was like, okay, actually, these medications, I haven't used them outside Nigeria, like for people. So I don't know how you're going to react, but this should help. And that was it. I think the doctor didn't have any problem after taking those medications. And that was our first experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so thank you so much, Malikan.
Yeah, I'm just yeah, trying to make it full screen, but
Okay.
just let me just make it by one more time. So
Yeah,
sorry.
okay. So,
Hmm.
so yeah, I bet most of you here must have already experienced winter because last year was my first experience. And to be sincere, it was really harsh at first because I had to be going out of NU. All of you here have Skywalk. I don't have Skywalk. Going to Newsom, I don't have Skywalk, so it's really hard for me. Yeah, thank you so much, Malika. You see, I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah, you're welcome. Hmm. Yes,
definitely
even.
we cannot beat the phone in NU. So this was last year. When we first came, we had a general cultural day, and it was really amazing. You can find me. We were all dancing. Everyone was there. We were all dancing. It was really fun.
Yeah, very
Malik,
funny.
can you go to the next slide?
Yes, sure. Hmm.
So, what international student did this year, student organization did this year is they tried to break it. They were like, okay, why not? Let's make it into wars on Wednesday. So we go to Pakistani, we come to Africa. International community in EU is really large. It's
Yeah.
really large. We have about 55 countries. Malika, you said, yeah,
Yeah.
where our
Yeah. More
professors are
than,
coming
yeah,
from
from
and
55
students.
countries. Hmm.
Yeah, great. So they decided to break it out, and you can actually see their Instagram page where you can see a lot of events going on. So yeah, and last month we had African Day. It was really huge, and I was actually a groom for some few minutes or hours, I would say. Maybe I should add that to my CV because I'm single, and I will just add that to my CV. I was once a groom.
Yeah. Please edit to your CV. You have such a good experience. Okay. Yeah.
It was really amazing, actually. It was really amazing. So yeah, maybe next slide.
Just a second.
So we have a lot of fun in NU, and I will suggest everyone to participate in it. And because one of my goals coming in here was to also learn Russian language.
Oh,
Did you
sorry.
jump that one?
Yeah, it's not meeting my computer. So
Okay.
yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
tell please about your experience in languages.
yeah. So I wanted to learn languages, and I'm still planning to learn. And because the semester was like really tough, I didn't have time to. Last semester I was trying to learn Russian, but in my life, I think Russian language is the hardest so far I've made. I'm still trying to learn. But I also want to learn Kazakh. So I think a few months that I still have left here, I will try to learn maybe at least the most used word in Kazakh. I already know Rakhmet and Okazishok already. So I
Great.
think I still have some to learn. Yeah, so it's also very cool. I mean, for international students who will come and would like to learn this language, there's actually room and it's free of charge. So you don't need to pay for anything. I think and you like doing stuff for students for free. So it's really good.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and I can see Sabina here in this photo.
Ah, Sabina, really?
Yeah, she's here.
Oh,
Yeah, actually,
Sabina,
I
you
was,
were one of the volunteers.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Ah,
was
oh,
one of the
great.
volunteers 2 semesters. I
Oh,
taught
great.
Russian.
Oh, so you see, you volunteer or you learn. So,
Yeah.
oh, Norris Kutu Bosen. It was, ah,
Yeah.
so, yeah,
You have a quite good spelling actually.
oh, really?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I was just,
Keep
I was
going.
just, thank you, thank you. So, so I went to Karaganda. This was in Karaganda during Norris
Oh.
Week,
Mm-hmm.
and I traveled with my friend. I was adopted into one of the Kazakh family. I'm still trying to have my Kazakh name. So if you have any suggestion, I will look forward to that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So this was in
Very nice
Karaganda Deer
pictures.
Park. Yeah, you can see an eagle. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
was holding
Eagle.
an eagle. I think that was the first time for me holding an eagle, or maybe having contacts with an eagle. And it was really like really fun. I was entering hoods one after the other. Everyone was like, "Oh, come in, come into the hoods." And it was like a really great experience. I was taking a lot of pictures. I mean, it was a great day, and I think maybe I should visit Karaganda again during this Norris, maybe next year Norris, because it was a really nice experience.
Yeah, and Karaganda is the city of Kazakhstan, which is close to Astana city and very convenient to travel there. So you
Yeah.
traveled by car, taxi, or by train?
Interesting. I travel by train while going.
Oh,
So I went to a train station and it was a really nice ride. I was sleeping, wake up, and just with my friends. So it was really nice experience. But when I was coming back, I came through the road. So it was a great experience. I mean,
yeah.
travel by train going and coming back by road. So yeah, it
Same
was a
here.
really great one.
Fun
So
fact about you.
fun facts about me. Actually, it doesn't take like 7 plates for me to get full.
That's not enough.
So
You need
yeah.
more energy because, yeah, of the weather. Because you're
That's true.
studying, yeah, it's about the weather, and of course, you're giving the energy to students' life and also to academic life. That is why you
Yeah,
need more energy.
yeah. But you can also see I was using my hand here. I was
Yeah.
using my hand to eat direct. I don't need spoon because I want to feel it. I want to feel it. So,
You eating by hand, it's your tradition, or you just don't need
um,
any?
actually, my friends, they used to say I behave like maybe a reincarnation of my grandfather, or maybe it's one of my ancestors, because people like to use hand to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, some African dishes. Well, for me, I people like to use spoons to eat. Well, for me, I like using my hands to eat. And I think, well, I mean, when you eat with your hand, you
Hmm.
really feel the taste of the food.
Yeah.
So it's really amazing. So yeah, and we prepare African dishes. Yeah. So this is how my cohorts when we
Hmm.
came together, and yeah, we were eating like this also in Egypt, and we came here and we also still continue. So I mean, people do it a lot. I mean, that's one thing with NU. Team building is part of team building. So Yeah,
Yeah,
and
very
it's really highly
interesting.
encouraged.
So
Yeah,
this picture is from the dormitory, right? And you
yeah,
prepared the food in the dormitory.
yeah. We prepare the food from dormitory.
Great. Yeah, actually, Kazakh people, they also use hands when they eat our national food,
Oh,
bishparmak. You know about that?
ah,
Yeah. So, yeah. But someone think that it's very convenient to eat by hands.
yeah.
It's
No,
preferred,
it's
of course, but
convenient.
it depends.
It's
Yeah.
convenient. Try it.
Hmm.
Ah,
So,
NU. I think Sultan Beg was talking about NU Adventure. Guys, I had a 45-kilometer NU cycling ride. I went
wow.
for 45 kilometers and it was really huge. I came back and
Yeah.
my legs were paining me. So I was discussing with my professor, and I said to my professor, "Oh, actually, she was asking me, what were you doing during the summer?" And I said, "I went for a 45-kilometer cycling." And she was like, "What? 45 kilometers?" I said, "Yes."
You're
She
eating
said,
so much.
Yeah. And she said, "Oh, where?" And I said, "The green belt." And it's actually a cycling track. I mean, I was really impressed by it. A cycling track all through. I mean, to start from the botanical garden, going to the green belt and turn around. It was really cool. And my professor tried it. So she told me, sent me a message one weekend and said, "Oh, thank you so much for telling me about this green belt because we also tried it and it was really amazing."
Yeah,
So
really amazing.
yeah,
Very
so
good
there are so
feeling.
many places to visit here
Yeah,
in Kazakhstan,
thank you. And
and that's where new
yes, common
recruitment
in,
centers are coming.
yeah.
That's really coming, guys. So you can come and also experience it. I mean, so
Sure.
it's a nice experience. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, dear students, so much. Just I will be returning back to my previous presentation in order to share the contacts, to show the contacts of our department, and also so we have the applicant support center. We called it before call center. Now it's applicant support center that organizes the campus tours, consultations. They make online consultations. Also by email, you can ask any questions from them. Just a second, I will open my this presentation. So, and this information was about the students clubs. Oh, sorry. Just I will share one more time this presentation because I have like some few my um, slides opened. That is why.
Mhm.
It will take some time. Yes, so we have our applicant support center that helps to all applicants, candidates who would like to study in Nazarbayev University. They can give all the necessary information about our programs, about entry requirements, how to apply. We have the scholarships, partial scholarships to our international students. And by the way, I wanted to ask you the question. So you are studying all by getting the scholarships, right? All of you. Great. So just a second. So can you see my presentation? So now you can see, yes?
Yep.
So I started from the beginning. So yeah, that what I wanted to share with our viewers of this webinar. So my name is Malika, as I told you before. So all the questions you can ask from our applicant support center. You can see the email addresses. You can visit our website nu.edu.kz, and here is the address of Nazarbayev University campus. Dear students, thank you for joining today's webinar. Thank you for your presentations, for your amazing stories, for great experience. Because you study here, you can see it by yourself. You are giving some advice to those who can apply here. You make them apply because they trust you. Because you're a student, you're international students. So thank you so much. I wish you success success in your studying processes. So keep going, continue, be so energetic, be so cheerful, and eat very much. So food, you need more energy. So I wish you all good luck. Thank you so much, and
Thank you.
goodbye. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Mhm.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Mhm. Thank you.